Hi there, this is Mark McRae, and I have another fantastic question, and that question is, I guess most business-minded people have sharp minds because they're always thinking. I know you mentioned you take lion's mane. By the way, lion's mane is a type of mushroom. But is there any other techniques used to train your brain and keep it healthy? 1. Do you read? 2. Do you test yourself with quizzes? 3. Do you watch certain informative programs to stimulate your brain? 4. Do you engage in topics that are debatable just to test your brain? It's alert. I think all of those questions are sort of centered around the idea that do I do anything to try and remain sharp? And the answer is not really, because I'm involved with so many things and so many challenges, I don't need to. There was a study I read a few years back about using different parts of your brain, different sides of your brain, and I trained myself how to use, I'm right-handed, I use the mouse with my left hand, and after about a month I became as agile with my left hand as I was with my right hand, and I used the mouse in my left hand for a couple of years actually. And I can't remember why I swapped back, but now it's irrelevant to me whether I use my left hand or my right hand. What I do is I listen to about one book per week. So in Audible, I used to read a lot, and it takes a bit longer to actually read a book, but because of time constraints now, it's nearly all Audible type books that I read. And I listen and try and learn about things that I'm interested in. It could be biographies of people, it could be health, it could be how people are training. So I do try and keep up with the latest information that's coming out. I think if I was retired and didn't have a job, I would proactively do some of the things that you mentioned to try and keep my brain engaged. I think one of the reasons why people who retire tend to forget things or tend to, their recognition and their reasoning and ability tends to diminish a bit is because they don't use it as much as they used to. So if I was not in the position that I am now, I would definitely do some things. I'd find out what's working now and apply those things. But a great question. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or ask a question. I'm happy to answer any question. Thanks for listening.